Oh, I forgot. Another thing that the Freenbecky fandom have been going through is them finding out that Becky will be leaving Thailand to go to the UK, whereby she will be doing her attachment or internship, and I think for 2 months, and she will be spending that time with family as she does her internship. Now, a lot of people were worried and saying that how is friend going to work now? Idol Factory better do this, better do that. Like, I don't know why they're so scared of Becky and Fren like doing separate things that doesn't involve the other person, because we've already seen they're capable enough of standing in their own. So for Becky to actually go to the UK for 2 months doesn't mean that for that those 2 months Fren should still sit at home and wallow. Like, she should be out there chasing the bag, doing projects, even get into another movie or TV show, guest star, or even become the lead of that movie or TV show. She should just move on doing other projects. And if Becky comes back, they can continue doing their own thing together. And that's the beauty of being an actor. For us to restrict these people that they have to work but only have to work when they are together is actually restricting them, because at the end of the day, they didn't get into the entertainment industry with that other person. They worked hard to get into the entertainment industry on their own. They know what sent them there, and they're basically fighting for their life or their money and their future and their generational wealth, and that shouldn't be dependent on some other person. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, thank you for joining me. If you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome as always. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the post notification, give me a thumbs up if you like this video, share this video, and let me know in the comment section what you think about the topic of discussion today. Now, as you have heard before, we'll be talking about friend Becky. And I know I haven't done like a friend Becky video for the longest. I think the last time I did a video about them was my reaction towards Loyal Pin and whether I was going to continue watching it or not, which I have decided not to watch it because it's not my pace, it's not my kind of show. Now I decided to do the latter and stopped watching it. I stopped watching it. I think at episode 2, part 2, like it just wasn't for me. I feel like it's too slow. I feel like it lingers on things that can actually be said or be done or be understood in the quickest possible way. I just feel it like it's boring. I don't know. Maybe the book is better, but I've seen some parts, some tweets of people saying also the book is kind of slow paced and like it needs patience and a lot of love for you to actually love it. And honestly, that's not my kind of jam. Now, I am wishing Fren and Becky the best with Loyal Pin, although I have seen that if we are talking the again friend Becky level, it is doing pretty poorly, not only on YouTube but also on Twitter. And like, I've hardly, to just be honest, I've not seen a single edit about Loyal Pin on my FYP on TikTok. I don't know. Again, FYPs are different. I know some people have seen most of them. That doesn't mean that people are not talking about it on TikTok. There are probably people talking about it. I'm just saying, according to what I am going through, and I feel like it isn't actually a fan favorite. I feel like it was a wrong move for Idol Factory to give them such a script. I feel like because they had such a huge success with Gap the series, which then again, I'm not going to lie, I didn't completely watch it, but look, I feel like they would have given them like, I feel like they would have done very well at the Club Friday script that they gave England if they had given it to like Ingfa. They would have given it to friend Becky. Like I feel like that would have pushed them much better. And yeah, I feel like that would have been a good script for them. Now, so I'm going to take everything way back. Now, the friend Becky fandom is going through like stress, all that, depressed because of how poorly Loyal Pin is doing right now on both platforms. And like the problem is that they are competing with people like Ling Om and The Secret of Us. They are competing with people like Blank the series and Fei Yoko, and they don't know that people like new shiny things, especially if the old things they feel like they kind of have a default. Like we don't use that anymore. Like we move to new things. A lot of people are like that. 90% of human beings are like that. There are 10 people, 10% of the population that still feel like even if a thing has a default, and this is not me saying that friend Becky are defaulted in any kind of way. I'm just saying that the issue with who? The issue with friend and saying, however, like the friend Becky fandom, and when I say friend Becky fandom, I mean the shippers or and the friend stands feel like they should just sweep everything under the rug, that it doesn't matter. It actually matters, and we have seen it. We have seen it with Uranus. We have seen it even though Uranus also didn't have like an amazing plot, but we saw the way the Mile Apple fandom like came to the rescue of Mile and Apple, even though the movie was horrendous. Like they still made sure that they washed the hell out of that boring movie and made their team some money. But with friend Becky, like that didn't happen, and that means that they have lost their touch. Now, that's not the only thing. The another thing that did happen was that during like Becky's no friend's birthday, like Becky put out a message whereby she called friend Sis. Now the Sis had I think 4 S's, 5 S's. I'm not sure at this time because I don't care whichever amount of S's Assis has, Assis is still Assis, because when I say okay, I text someone okay, like one of my friends or family member, I just don't use 1K. I might go to the extent of using 5Ks because I just don't like when a message is short or when I say hi. I don't use one I. Sometimes I go ahead and use like 3, 4 I's. That doesn't mean that the hi I'm saying or the okay I'm saying is different from the normal hi or the normal okay. It still says it's still okay in my books. Now, they went back and forth and said, oh, the C's means something special and all that. You see the amount of C's. Like if another person, they said they used the word sees and it was interpreted it is a different way. Why didn't she use those 4 S's or 5 S's? She used 1 or 2. I don't know. And then Loyal Pin, being Loyal Pin, after spending their whole time promoting a show using NC scenes only, decided to enter the chat group and decided to interpret to people what she meant by sees that the seeds that she used was special, further fueling the rumors or the delusions that friend Becky are an item or are on their way to being an item or they're on their way to being an altar, going to the altar, whatever.